How long you been saving money for? Oh, I've been saving money for 2 years. No, you haven't. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You have not been saving money for 2 years. That's a lie. Every time you get the money, you spend it. Every time you get it, you spend it. Every time you get the money, you spend it. Every time.
Another $133 of bullshit spending.
It's food, but yeah, I don't cook.
We've been
so
through this.
what-
It's food,
Yes.
but it is the bullshit version, because that $800 or so that you have spent total across that could be $250 in groceries. So it is still bullshit. We do not need to go through this again, do we? You understand that?
I understand, but I'm just saying at the end of the day, I need food to eat, so it's not like I cannot
How
have
are
that.
you still there 2 years in?
Because
you
if
know,
I don't spend that money, you want me just to starve to death? Like, what is your point with saying it's either
you
way?
genuinely believe that?
What do you want me to do? Like, I'm not.
Do you know grocery stores exist? I saw you go into Central Market. You only spent $10 there, but you could spend $250 on groceries to accomplish that. So how is the alternative to eating out starving when groceries exist?
Because you're saying I could either get groceries or whatnot, buy fast food.
Yes. What?
Okay, well, I mean, I could do that. What do you want me to say?
I don't know. It was the fact that you said I have to eat. It's like, no, but we can do a different way.
I got a $700 car note, my car note $1,000. I can afford it. This and that, I can afford it. But this is the problem. When your note that high, that either says that your credit is terrible, or you put little money down on a car that's really expensive. Either way, it shows that you bad with money. That's why your car note is high. You're bragging that you're bad with money, talking about your note high, and you can afford it. I bet you can afford it because you terrible with money. Terrible. That don't make no sense at all.
Hey man, people really be out here spending money irresponsibly, bro. Let me tell you why I say that though. So me and my dog, we don't work at the same job, but we do get paid on the same day, right? Alright, cool. So last Friday, it's payday. I done called my dog phone. He picked up. He said, yo. I said, what up with it, my dude? He said, what's good, my boy? I said, man, it's payday, bro. You know what time it is. He, come on now. You know I know what time it is. I just got off too. I'm finna come straight to your house. I said, you don't want to stop by your crib first? Holla at your girl? Man, she can wait, bro. She can wait. I said, all right, then, I'm here, dog. He say less. So, boom, I hang up the phone. About 15 minutes later, he pull up on me. You feel me? I done dapped him off. He got his. I got mine. Man, it's payday. Y'all know what time it is. All right, cool. So, about 45 minutes later, we chilling, vibing, playing the game and stuff. His girl called his phone. He put it on speaker. He said, yo, what's up, baby? She said, hey, where you at? He, oh, my fault, baby. I'm over here at Kevin's house. I should have called you and told you when I got off. She said, oh, you good, you good. I was just trying to see where you was. Go ahead and send me your half for the rent so I can have it ready. And send me an extra $100 too so I can get us something to eat. He say, baby, I ain't got it right now. She said, what? He said, I ain't got it right now. She said, Keyshawn, what you mean you don't got it right now? You just got paid today. He said, baby, I just don't got it right now. She said, Keyshawn, I know you ain't just spent $1,400 like that. I really hope you did not spend $1,400 that fast. He said, see, that's the problem right there. You're hoping for the wrong thing. You need to be hoping that LeBron James and Stephen Curry get over 30 points tonight. That's who got the other half of the rent. She said, are you serious? Oh, my God. And she hung the phone up. I said, dog, you put $1,400 on LeBron James and Stephen Curry? Man, yeah, bro, I'm trying to go big or go home, bro. I'm trying to go big or go home. I said, if they don't come through for you, bro, you ain't going to have a home to go to. Man, listen, bro, I don't need none of that around me right now. I need straight good energy, bro. Straight good energy. I said, you know what? You absolutely right, bro. You need all the good energy you can get right now, dog. They just hope they come through for you. But I'm thinking like, dang, bro, people really out here spending money irresponsibly like that? The rent money? Come on now, bro.
The relationship you have with money is likely the relationship you have with resources in general. So if you have reckless spending habits, you might also struggle with impulsively eating. You might also struggle with time management, so favoring immediate gratification over planning. You might be in and out of relationships, not really thinking about long-term commitments. You might accumulate items and possessions impulsively, leading to clutter and things just losing value really quickly. They lose their excitement. Constant self-care routines may be a little bit challenging for you, so you might prefer like a workout fad or a trendy diet instead of long-term workout plans and long-term dietary changes. Do you see the theme? Instant gratification over long-term planning. This is not a guarantee. I'm not saying this is you, this is who you are. I'm saying if you struggle with impulsively spending, then you probably struggle with impulse when it comes to other resources and things in your life.
A recent study came out that 47% of Americans who make $150,000 a year to $200,000 a year are living paycheck to paycheck. Now, some of you are thinking, how in the crap does that happen? If I was making $200,000, I would be fine. And it just proves the point, you guys, that so much of personal finance, it's your behavior, it's your habits. I mean, lifestyle creep, it's a real thing. When you're used to living at 100 grand and then you make 120, you get used to that, and then you get used to 140, and it keeps going up. Regardless of how much money you make, your habits really do form around your income. And so that's why you have to be so careful. So don't always have hope that just because my income goes up, I'm gonna be okay. Because the truth is, if you have bad habits and you make more money, you're just gonna make bigger and bigger mistakes. But if you have great money habits and you make more income, then that's a blessing because it's gonna be used to your advantage.
Thank you for stopping by my channel. Let's talk about these bad money habits that you might have. I've have some, I still do. I've had many more than I do now because I wised up over the years. So you have to make sure that you look at yourself first before you can blame anybody else for your financial woes. And sometimes when you look at yourself, you find out that you got quite a few things that you could work on. You know, the first one is impulse buying. I've been there. I bought shoes that I didn't need. You know, you probably bought a pink flamingo jacket, you know, with polka dots on it because it was on sale. You know, there's people with the Yeet glasses, you know, Jey Uso with the Yeet glasses and stuff, WWE fans. You know, where are you wearing those at? You know, like, you're not wearing those anywhere. So you have to watch out with how you spend your money. Like, think about that purchase before you go to the damn store. You know, time to break the habit, okay? Make a shopping list, stick to it. If you see something you like, wait 24 hours before buying it. Chances are you'll realize you didn't really need it, okay? Second one, ignoring a budget. Not having some form of a budget is a silent wallet killer, okay? It's gonna drain your bank account and you don't even know it. The lack of a budget is gonna drain your bank account. I know it can feel like a chore, but you don't wanna be flying blind when it comes to your finances. That's just a recipe for disaster. I mean, look, try to bake a cake without a recipe. If I try to bake a cake without a recipe, it's probably going to turn into lasagna, you know, or something like that, right? So there's plenty of budget apps, you know, like Mint, YNAB. There's tons of them. Track your expenses. I personally use Mint, like it. They send me little reminders and stuff here and there. You can even use Rocket Money. Rocket Money is pretty good too at getting your budget in order and things like that. Credit cards. Those are debt traps, okay? Credit cards are good if you use them responsibly, but in a lot of cases, people use them for bad money purchases, right? It's not good purchases 9 times out of 10 that's made on credit cards, okay? Once your money's right, your dividend portfolio is where you want it to be, invest in a credit card then. That way you can collect points and miles and things like that. You can get in that game. But if you're in debt, you got to get rid of the debt. And credit cards is the worst kind because of the interest rates. They know that if you pay the minimum on those credit cards, you will be forever in their little cycle. Before you pay that off, you might use it again. Now you're just dumping more in there. So they know this stuff. So you got to prioritize paying off that high interest debt first and aim to pay more than the minimum. And your credit score will love you for it. Neglecting an emergency fund. You talk to different people, they'll tell you a different number. I know the standard says 3 to 6 months. I don't believe you need 3 to 6 months. If you build a strong enough dividend portfolio, you'll have the income coming in. You don't need that. If you really needed some money, you could sell some of your shares out of your stock account. You don't want, I personally think that you shouldn't waste too much time building 6 months of expenses. Get like 1 or 2 months. 1 is good enough in my mind. Like, it just depends on your situation. Like, how's your life been set up over these years? Like, have you had any emergencies in the last 5 years? If not, you probably could get away with like a $500 emergency fund just to cover the minor things, you know, and then gradually build it up to cover 3 to 6 months. But then, you know, you can casually go from there, but to start attacking and building that portfolio up. That way you're bringing in so much income, that can be your emergency fund. Overpaying for subscriptions. We're all guilty of subscribing to multiple streaming services. I mean, gym memberships and magazine subscriptions. Somebody still probably get magazines in the mail right now. And they've been getting these same magazines in the mail for 15 years and they don't even read them. They just throw it away, okay? Like, who's even getting magazines anymore in 2025? Somebody is. If you're paying for things you rarely use, it's time to cut the cord. Review your subscriptions monthly. See which ones you like, see which ones you can live without, and cancel those. You'll be surprised at how much you save. That Peacock subscription that you've been using that you haven't watched a show on in 3 months, yeah, good. You can live without that. Go ahead and cancel that. Okay? So if you found these tips helpful, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button for more awesome content. Share your own money habits and tips in the comments below. We'll love to hear from you. Remember, financial literacy is a journey, okay? You have to break the bad habits, replace them with good habits, and then you start building that dividend income that will free up your time. But certain things have to happen first. You have to look within yourself and weed out those bad habits that you have.
If you feel like you're always spending too much money, here are 5 ways to spend less money. Number 1 is to be a mindful consumer. Before you buy anything in life, ask yourself, is this going to bring me value? If it's not, cut it out. Number 2 is don't shop when you're bored or tired. Every time I buy something that I really don't need, I'm always bored or I'm just tired and I just buy it instantly. It's always those late night purchases that get me. Number 3, sleep on big purchases. If you have any purchase over $100, wait at least 24 hours for a cooling off period to make sure you actually want that item. Number 4 is quality over quantity. If you aim to only buy quality products, you're going to be buying less products because usually they're more expensive. And then number 5 is don't compare. Don't compare your life to somebody else. Don't compare your life to others because that is the number 1 way to be unhappy.
I'm 54, and if you're younger than me, here's some really hard financial truths that are probably going to make you uncomfortable, but they just might save you. Your dream life is possible, but not with your current financial habits. If you need a payment plan to afford it, you can't afford it. You're not saving money when you buy something on sale. You still spent, you just spent less. If you don't control your money, someone else will. And guess what? They're not going to use it in your best interest. A credit card is not an emergency fund. If you don't take the time to understand money, you will spend your life working for someone who does. Financial stress, it's self-inflicted. You can't retire on vibes and optimism. You're going to have to work until you die if you don't start investing. Your bank account reflects your choices, not your excuses. You don't believe me? Take a look. Every dollar you spend is a vote for the life that you're building. What are you voting for? Security or poverty? You don't need a financial miracle. You need financial discipline. Stop praying for money and begin managing what you have. Your future is being sold off one impulse purchase at a time, and you will never escape the cycle of being broke until you admit that you are the problem. Hope that helps.